transparent. Okie dokie. It's so today I am planning on working on the enemy eye a little bit, just so we can see how it will behave. Let me make myself transparent. Ooh. Is that good? Yeah, that's not. You cannot see through by now, but yeah. So enemy eye, or something resembling it. I want to make a controller for these guys to be able to move. I want to make a separate controller for it to be able to attack, and a controller, an animation controller, and connect health to it. Altogether, it should be resembling something kind of like an AI. Okay, for that, we're gonna need to create a separate folder. And let's create first, which is gonna be on a behavior script of basic enemy movement. And we're gonna go straight, nope, not straight into the code, because first we need to create a prefab for the enemies, which are for now gonna be just capsules on legs. Okay, so we're gonna create an empty right here. Right here. And after that, let's add a 3D object of capsule. Do you want them to move with character controller or with rigid body? Let's go with the character controller, I think. Let's make them. Wait, the character controller should be on the parent, or here? It should be on the parent. So, character controller. This. Okay. Height of 2. So these guys looked at the appropriate height. So let's put this to 0. Are they the same height? Yep, pretty much. Let's make it much taller. This is going to be our basic enemy. Visuals. Let's grab that health bar from the bolt launcher. Here. And we're gonna put it right above the head. Still not sure if there's gonna be a health bar at the final product, but the idea is there. So basic enemy movement goes in here. And now, so actually, no, we still cannot go, because the next thing I want to add is, should I go with nav mesh or should I go with, let's try basic Unity nav mesh. They've been bragging that they updated it quite a bit, so maybe it's better. So we'll be the judge of that, so let's take a look. So AI nav mesh surface. Somewhere here. Let's try and take a default area walkable. And yeah, sure. Let's take a look at what it will take. So it considers this doesn't have a collision, right? Oh, this does have a collision. Well, it considers this to be all walkable, and we want it to exclude enemy layer. So we're gonna create a new layer. And on the enemy itself, we can add dynamic nav mesh obstacle. Capsule. Yep. Take a look again. And theoretically, oh no, this is not, it's not the dynamic. If I turn it off, and I'm enemy. Okay. Nav mesh modifier. Let's double check how that works in this one. I'm pretty sure the dynamic path obstacle was a star thing. What was it? It's like the local avoidance. I think each an art right for this. Okay, so they're not gonna hit each other. Okay, makes sense. And let's go with that. I think we need to give you a nav mesh agent, humanoid. Let's just see how it works for now. First of all, also not this one. This one, the one that's super high? Oh, why is this so high? Why don't I have agents? And let's put enough mesh oil. Purpose, picked it, created an agent. Okay, so we don't even need a character controller for you. So let's go with this and writer. Okay, so first of all, let's make it public for now, and we need what? Nav mesh agent. Called agent. We're gonna need a transform of a target. Okay. That's pretty much it. And everything else. And set leader. So we don't need destination setter for this one. And we don't need it. So we're gonna create just for debug right now, public void set target. Yep, set target position. It's gonna be vector 3. Target position. Oh, we can set destination with a vector 3. Head off. Okay. The next step would be to have it reference the prep layer. Yep. Get that on start. Sure, player camera works. We can just go to that. And let's say that this one will pick a point on a circle. Add distance layer. Actually, that should probably not be handled in movement. So yeah, let's not put it in here. This is pretty much all we need in this one for now. And this one also doesn't need reference to the player. This is just the movement. Okay, let's create a separate script of basic, oh, come on. Basic enemy position setter sharp. And this one will need a reference there. And it will need a reference to the enemy movement. Transform. Yeah. Movement there. Nope, we don't need player movement. We just want player target setter instance camera. Sorry, camera. Okay. And this one is gonna have a function of public void big at radius endpoint. Yeah. But we're also gonna do this. Float radius, yes. It's inside unit here, but I want on the edge. Inside unit sphere. Random point inside or on a sphere. Is there on? Yeah, there's on unit sphere. That's good. Y equals 0. Yep, that's fine. Player position. That's good. That's good. That seems to be exactly what we want. This we can also Agent is there. Unreached. Remaining distance. Is there an event that would be raised? When you mean like reach the target? No, there isn't, but we can create an event. Unreached destination, that is fine. And we can have a private pool. This destination reached set to false. Yep, thank you, you're very smart. And on set target, use destination reached equals false. Let us, I guess we can do it with the coroutine. Check destination reached. Almost correct. We just don't want to do this. Let's fix the formatting on this one. Has path. Yep, stopping distance. Path bending. I think it should be not path bending, but has path. No, it should be path bending apparently. Okay. Reach destination invoke. No, this was actually correct before I started tweaking with it. And we set this to true here, and we can start 14. There's something wrong with the formatting that it keeps putting it in there. Yes. We can also have it as a private float. Destination check interval. Yep. Let's put it in here. Okay. Okay, we have this. We have the coroutine. Let's store it somewhere so we don't get it twice. Yep. We'll put this here, put this here, and check. Oh. Yes. You are a very smart boy, Copilot. Thank you. Let's go here. Okay. Do you have basic? You have basic enemy movement and basic enemy position setter. This should probably be some kind of a manager, rather than each and every one of them have this. Okay. It's not wander radius. Let's rename that. Let's see. Just target radius. Okay, and let's add a debug function. It's gonna be just like set destination debug, which is gonna be point at radius with get radius. This is gonna be a context menu. Yep. Don't forget to debug in here. Back to Unity. A target radius, basic enemy movement. All good. I mean, do we need to subscribe to this event anywhere? We're not subscribed to it anywhere yet, but it doesn't matter for now because right now we're just testing. So launch it and see what happens. Where did it just fly away to? It is going somewhere. Let's lower its speed. See what it actually is trying to do. What are you trying to achieve? Sure, let's try to set destination unassigned, basic movement. I have no idea what's wrong with you right now. Let's clear it again. A destination. Unassigned reference at line 24. So it doesn't have agent. That makes sense because we never get an agent. Yep. It should be good now. Hopefully. Famous last words. So, target visuals, that's fine. Set destination. You are just on speed. Let's make you like half. It doesn't seem to change anything. Why are you so fast? What is going on? Is it because you're in the ground? It was just because you were stuck on the ground. Cool. It is going. So let's increase the stopping distance. Can you actually visually see it? So it's going here. Stopped. Why are you doing this? Is it because of this being wonky? Doesn't seem to be. Why are you teleporting around? Okay, let's stop this. Let's just disable the collision on this thing and let's rebake this. Oh, that is a very interesting proposition, but apparently that crashes. So let's delete. I report it? Delete the best block. There's in chat. Not even considered to be in chat. But that was fascinating. Anyway. Let's go back to our basic enemy. Did it change base offset? Should be right here. Right. And where's the height? Stop distance. Let's increase that a little bit. Height. Okay. And let's save. And let's run it again. And hopefully it will go where it's supposed to. We're still freaking out. Okay. Let's try to set you a destination. Is it because of your... Oh, that's because of your own nav mashups. Okay. Let's remove this component for now. And let's try this again. We're going... You arrived. Good. You can... Good. And let's set destination again. Cool. Lovely. It moves. So let's copy the component of this. Paste the values. Okay. Let's say we want to add logic for it to get to a position, stop in it for a little bit. And then move to the next one, but we also wanted to favor positions in front of the player, like where the player is looking, so there's no weirdness on like in cases where you're getting attacked from behind. So let's prioritize the enemies to try and get in front of the player. So basically we want to take player camera forward and only pick a point on the sphere that is in the front 180 degrees of the player, like front half. We can do it the correct way, or we can do it the lazy way. Also, I just realized that this doesn't seem to be correct, but let's double check that. Let's do it on draw gizmos. Gizmos.color. Red, sure. Provide sphere, player position, target radius, yes. Let's see if it is actually on the edge of the sphere, because I think if we're taking the point sphere and it will be on top of it, it can technically position itself on a player. Okay, so this is our radius. And the destination on the edge. Yeah. That's what I thought. A random on a circle. Random inside unit. Is there a unit circle? On unit circle? Oh, there's only inside unit circle. Well, I guess we'll have to add that logic ourselves. I want it to be in 3D space. Only use accents. I guess we can make it as a helper function. We'll refactor it in the future. Point. Angle transforms. Let's have this. This and doing burning. Radius that seems reasonable. And we're gonna create a private layer. It's gonna be private float layer view. Let's start with 90. That makes sense. We're not gonna do point at a radius here. We're gonna do this. Random point is good. Player radius, player view angle, player view angle. Start angle degree. Not sure that that's correct, but we'll see. 90 target radius of 10. Okie dokie. let's give it a try. Here. And that. Right in front. Okay. Seems to be correct. Let's take our referencing to player camera. So let's take this and turn it a little bit. It's like we're turning it this way. And it should be in here. Actually, let's turn it more. And it goes in front of the player. Great. Increase target radius, it's gonna go further away. Yep. But what if it's unreachable? I was trying to go there, which is bizarre. Oh no, that's correct. It is technically within 90 degrees, I think. So if the point is off the nav mesh, we want it to take a closest visible one. Speed, auto braking, quality, auto reverse of mesh length. Okay, there should be an option for that. Would be the idea. It's also interesting because I'm not exactly sure if there's going to be any cover. Not yet. We'll have to play with that and see what happens. But right now I'm not 100% sure if there's going to be any cover or not. But for example, right now it is not going anywhere. But ideally, I would want it to end up at least here. So we'll need to add logic to put the destination on the closest traversable nav mesh position, rather than just not move at all. Is off reversible nav mesh and a closest point if it is off. We can do sample position. There's just straight up function. No. It's insert closest point on nav mesh. Point out at max distance. We'll get closest point on nav map. Let's see if that actually would help us. Layla codes it as rating with a party of 55. That's a lot of people. Hi. And yeah, hello. Hi. That's a lot of people, and there's not a lot of things working. So that is very interesting. So yeah. Hey, I'm making a VR action game. Yep. Hi everyone. So yeah, I'm making a VR action baseball game here, and right now I'm trying to make a parody of a AI to navigate around. Yeah, I mean it's a normal situation where nothing works and you just stare at the screen. But yep. So we're gonna try to do this thing that smart AI that is actually smart and not the one that I'm working on. Make this thing work. So we're trying to get the closest point on an nav mesh that is a viable option. And for that, we're gonna need a reference to the nav mesh. Let's import missing reference. Ooh, yep. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, working on AI too. What are you working on? Yep. Max nav mesh distance. Let's create it as a variable. Hmm, 100 seems a little bit too much. So let's say 50. That's a lot of fancy words. I'm just trying to make things move around. So yours is closer to I than what I'm doing right here. Okay. Let's see if this worked, and I guess we can show what actually works since there's now people who can take a look at it. So let's go in here and set destination. Cool. Let's increase the radius to absurdity. The destination, and it is still. Oh, I am a genius. Yeah, just next step along. It's always just the next step along. But yeah, I hope it works. I added this function and I'm never actually using it. Okay, let's put it in here, where we're gonna do random point, get closest point on nav mesh. Yep. Good to actually use the function that you just added instead of just adding it and never actually using it. So target radius 88, launch. Let's see. Clear and set destination. So I mean, technically it's correct. The best kind of correct. You're not going to be able to get up there. That's good. Set destination. You're still off limits, but you decided to pick the closest available option. That's good. That is smart. Okay, let's pause it and I guess showcase what actually works. Okay. Do this. Okay, connect. Let us maximize the view. Move the mic out of the way a little bit. Okay. Resume the connection. Okay, all good. All good. Yeah, indeed, success. Let's launch this. First, we need to get up the floor. we can aim and hit them at this, they're gonna go on a fancy little curve. Or we can just deflect and they're gonna fall down. We can also do fully physics hit. Or, like, no matter how you hit, it's always gonna go at the target that you're aiming at. If you hit it with a sufficient force. So that's the very basic idea of what is happening. It's gonna be these little enemies, little guys, hitting stuff. Like they're gonna ideally throwing heads at you. That's why this guy is headless. But yeah, you can pick a target. Oh, there is no collision here. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you can have multiple targets. You can pick a target with your gaze. Let's spawn a couple of them so we can demonstrate the aiming. I mean, VR development is like flat development, but with a higher possibility of you smacking your hand on the table. So that's it. And with like way less accepted game mechanics. So if we have like our multiple targets, for example, we can also, I guess, make, oh, this doesn't have appropriate collision or anything set up yet, but yeah, these are like enemy placeholders, so we can play with them a little as well. Yeah, like this is a lot, but we can pick any target and hit all of them, or just try to block them. And there's like some random interesting things happening in the background where, you know, the ball is not actually flying at you, it's flying a little to the side of you, so it's easier to hit them when you want. You can like pick a target and then lock onto it by pressing the trigger, and then you can keep bashing things. Let's make it so they're actually killable. Where's the ball? Prefabs ball. What's the ball damage to? Like 30. So we can actually kill something while we're here. Where's my hand? Okay. Oh, that is exactly what I'm talking about. But yes, that works. So yeah, let's grab this. If it still works, it does, which is good. And yep, one of them is dead. That is way too big. Huh. I think it's because we removed the parent. But that is something to write down, definitely. That's still alive. Come on. I mean, ideally, I also want to be able to hit them with the bat itself in the future, but this is the, like, very basic. But, I mean, I guess it's technically dead because you cannot target it, so there's going to be, like, half a dozen errors in the console. Where, yeah. Press it, you can target those targets. I mean, that's like the very first thing that I tried to achieve here, to make things targetable, because if you make the targeting system just realistic, where you have to physically hit them with a baseball bat on what you're aiming at, that's pretty much impossible to hit. You like cannot do anything. So this is just pretty much automatically aiming at whatever you looked at the last time. Excuse me. But yeah, so there was an error here, which was that was at the very start, so it should be fine. The scale of it was because on destroy, we had some logic. Where is it? There, target setter. On death, we just remove it. And that's all that happens here, so I guess we need some other logic. Remove listener. I think it's somewhere here. Hide target, unlock. I'm not 100% sure where that is, but I think it's going to be somewhere where we set parent to null. Target visuals. Targetable? Okay, here. Targetable if target instance transform parent equals transform, we set parent to null. It is nice and readable only for the reason because I barely started. It is gonna be a mess, but I will consider that as a compliment that it is considered readable. Also, it's very small, so you cannot see all of the garbage that's happening here. Okay, we have this, we have that. Yeah, now that we kind of showcased, let's, before I forget, we set the transform parent to null, but I guess we want to also hide it. So let's do private void on private void destroyed parent of target visuals. Let's do this, put this here. We first of all set the parent to null. The issue that was happening there was that it was way too big. It means that the scale was incorrect. We set the scale of it in target visuals. So we can pretty much just call hide target on it. We can do instance hide target. And it's going to disappear, and then we're going to look at something else, and it's going to scale back to normal. That is good. Okay, now that we're done with this, we can go back to our scheduled programming of working on quote-unquote AI. Let's clear these out for now. Okay. We have our basic enemy with canvas for health bar, visuals, and all of this. We were doing position setting. And what do we need to do after position setting? That is the very basics of it, so let's add a very basic attack logic. So we can go into our scripts, enemies, and create another one of enemy, basic enemy, attack logic. Neglected household chores are what you are supposed to do on a Sunday, and not this, so good luck with that, and hi and bye to everybody who joined. Yeah, have a good day. Good luck. Bye. So we are gonna go back to the writer. And if somebody does decide to still be here, feel free to follow. I currently am streaming very actively, so yeah, if you decide to, feel free. There's a lot of not working code and hitting desk a couple times a stream, so that can be a fun thing to look at. Another person in pain. So we're gonna have a public game object of a projectile prefab. Wow. Thank you, Copilot. You're just like doing wonders for me. I'm gonna remove this because that's not how I want it to happen. We have attack, which is gonna be not attack but spawn projectile. We have where was it? I think it was in ball launcher, something like that. What was it? Ball launcher, ball spawner. The script was balls. Okay, let's take a look at what happens there. We can close other, and we're getting to the point where it actually makes sense to do this. Scripts and ball spawner. Let's take a look at what happens here. You can remove this because this is not necessary anymore. One ball with delay. We have a function of ball behavior, launch ball at player. So the only thing we need to do is instantiate the prefab and launch ball. I am just happy with that I actually did that. So projectile spawn point, that's great. Projectile prefab, projectile speed we do not need. Attack interval we do not need. Attack timer we also do not need for now. We're gonna do this. That is correct. And after this, we're gonna do not projectile behavior, but ball behavior. It should be named projectile behavior, but we're gonna keep it like this for now. So let's do that. Yep, we're gonna get component ball behavior, and then we're gonna do ball behavior, launch ball at player. And this should already launch balls at the player. But when do we want to spawn projectile? We want to have a little bit of reference to our navmesh agent, which is in basic enemy movement. Let's get that on start. On player in range spawn projectile? No, we don't want this. We just want to on reach destination. We want to have reference to that. So it's going to be private void reach destination. We're not just spawning projectiles straight away. We're gonna add listener of reach destination. We can have a reference to last attack time. Yep. Attack cooldown. That should be private but shown inspector, but for now we're gonna make it public. Attack cooldown, let's say every 8 seconds. Sure. Last attack time, we can do it in here. Time. If we have reached destination and the last attack time is greater than attack cooldown, last attack time. Nope. Yes. Want to spawn projectile, but not straight away. We want there to be a little break for the player to notice that we have reached the destination before we actually do anything. so do we want to make it as a coroutine? Not the best idea, but works for now. We can also integrate the animation here later, the animation controller, so we can have this raise an event that we're throwing the ball. We're going to initiate the ball throw, wait for the animation. When it's raised, when the event and the animation is raised, we can get back to here and actually spawn it. So, guess that makes sense? I think it makes sense. Let's just make it an attack coroutine. Nope, this is not what I want. Let's make the variable accessible. Look, something like attack wind up. This is going to be like 2 seconds. Attack wind up. Wait for attack wind up, and then spawn projectile. And in here, we're gonna start coroutine, attack coroutine. This should be pretty much it. I'm forgetting something. Not 100% sure what yet. What are we missing here? Reach destiny. Oh, okay. We want to lock the movement while we are in the attack animation, because you actually want to lock it before and after, because we can only hit balls at a non-moving target, and it would be weird if the ball would automatically track. At least it feels like it for now. We definitely want to not move while we are throwing. If we want to lock that down in the future, not sure. But yeah, let's just lock movement for now. So let's go in here. Set target position. We can have a, I guess it's kind of a queue, but we're just going to store one destination at a time. It is also going to be a coroutine. Not check destination. Check if can move. Not like this. We don't want agents stopped. Not this. We do want to do it destination same interval as this. But if we do set target position, basically want to do it like this. So if we are locked, we don't want to set a new destination. We want to wait for the, this is very not good, but that is a problem for tomorrow's me. Is movement lock equal false? So we're gonna go in here. In basic animal movement, we're gonna do this. On projectile, here we're gonna set it to false. That is very not good. I'm so gonna regret this. So we set target position. We only set it so if can move, or whatever I just called it, is movement locked. So we're doing if movement locked, we wanna. Oh, this is a very bad name for a function now, so we want to name it what? What would be a good name for this one? I guess store destination or something like that. Destination. Okay. If movement lock, we're gonna start a coroutine for destination. And we're gonna pass target position to here. So we need. Now we're not gonna pass it because we're gonna do it like this. Private vector 3 store destination. We're gonna store our destination. Good. Not just while true, while movement is locked, we're gonna yield, and after it not, we're gonna set target position. Yep, that's pretty much it. We just also need to return in here. Seems to make sense to. Yeah, I'd say so. So let's do the fun bit and look if it works, and complain that it doesn't. So, basic enemy attack logic. Let's set the radius to 12. Attack cooldown 8, wind up 2. Projectile spawn point, we need to do that. We're gonna create empty projectile spawn point. Let's position it. Where's the front of it? It's in there. This will be like this. And let's give it a little visible thing now. Okay. We're gonna store the reference to it. And the projectile prefab is gonna be ball. I did not name it the ball. What did I name it? I did name it the ball, but apparently not find it, but okay. So in theory, if I launch it, it should attack. Should attack, that's it. No, it will only attack when it reaches destination, right? I just wrote it and I already don't know what's happening. So we're gonna set destination. So we set it to here. Let us turn this off. So where are you? If I set a new destination for you, you're gonna get there and you're gonna throw a ball. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And you're here again. 2 seconds for a wind up. Or you couldn't because I guess the attack cooldown is 8 seconds. The destination, you reach the position. 1, 2, throw. Cool. It's fancy. It does the thing, indeed. So, 1 second, I'll be right back. Alrighty, back here. So now we just need some extra logic for triggering the movement of it. So I guess after every attack we can initiate a new position setting, because that seems reasonable at the moment. So in here we attacked and we want to set a new destination. Set that position of position setter. So this shouldn't be. That is a lot of cross-referencing that shouldn't be there. But we're just making things work now, and we're not making them pretty. We're just making sure that it works. We can refactor it later, also known as never. So we want to have a reference to the basic enemy position setter. Yes. Basic enemy position setter. Pick point at radius. We don't want to do it like this, though. Let's add another function here. Yes, like this. It's the same as debug, but not debug, I guess. So after we spawned it, we pick a point and radius and go there. So the enemy will here move, attack, move, attack, move, attack. That's it. Okay. Back to Unity. Basic enemy attack logic. So let's lower the attack cooldown to like 5 and attack wind up to 1. So let's disable ball launcher. And let's hide these boys for now. Here, bake. You're still like, you're still navigationable. Yeah. Okay. Navigationable, navigatable. Okay. So we can save this, and let's also hide the line for now. They just set the width to 0. Okay. So after we set the destination for the first time, it should attack, pick another point. Attack, pick another point. Set position 1, attack. 1, attack. No, because I only throw it at cooldown, but if we reach the position, and we cannot attack, do we want to set a new position? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. No, does it? Yeah, sure, it will. They're just gonna randomly flail around in front of the player. So, yeah, I guess if... So here we're gonna do an else, I guess, for now. Yep. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Just wiggle back and forth until you can attack. here. Go here. Attack. Go. 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 Attack. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, I think. Just runs back and forth. Yeah. I mean, it's technically what we want. I also want to double check that the projectile spawn point is always... Yep, I guess it is. So let's give him a face. Oh, something like just 3D object, a cube in here. Very classy sunglasses. Just to see where the face is. No collision. And let's make you other color. Like red. Pink. Now we have eyes, so we know where your face is. We can also turn you around from the get-go. So, what else do I want to do? I also wanted to look at the player before it attacks. Do we have navmesh look at? How do I update? No. Actually, I would read documentation. Okay, no. ChatGPT. Look at something. Just rotate it. Okay. It's just suggesting to look at target. Actually, let's see where this one looks while it's moving around. It is looking at like where it's going. Yeah. But it's not looking at the player when it's attacking it. So I guess let's look at logic here. Should it be an attack or in movement? I think in attack, because or not. I don't think it should be an attack, because we're tracking if the movement is locked in the basic enemy movement. So I guess we're gonna put it in here. And here basically we're gonna do a bit where we're gonna put update in here. Yep. Like this. Not look at target, but look at player, I guess. Yep. Look rotation, angular speed of an agent. So here we can do if is movement locked. We're gonna look at player. With a player camera. Yeah, I guess so. When we're not moving, we turn around towards player, and later we can deal with leg shuffle and like proper for all of this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's give it a look. Oh, the destination. Move there. Look at the player. Move there. It turns very quickly. Why is it? I guess it needs like more. A little too fast. I guess. No, I think I'm just doing something. Yeah, you definitely was. Yeah, hi. Yep, go ahead. Go wander around. But if somebody has any questions of what's happening or why am I like this, go ahead. And I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. Direction, target position, transform position. Why? Yep, we don't care about up and down. Slurp from current to look. Agent angular speed. I guess I don't want to use agent angular speed. So I'm gonna do public float. Secondary turn speed or something. Gonna be secondary turn speed. Here. Let's keep it at 10 for now and see how that behaves. Clear, stop, restart, launch. And set. Look, turn. Stop, look, attack. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. It looks kind of menacing. Do we want him to move around this much? Oh, it's just code, but yes. Do we want him to move around this much? Because he's like constantly running around. And if we try to deflect, it's not gonna properly hit anything. I feel like we'll have to give it a try. So let's make him targetable. If we want to make him targetable needs to be, let's take a look at what E for targetable. Tag needs to be enemy, and it needs to have component targetable. Does this have collision? I think it does, because I think it's technically considered to be collision. Let's set this to targetable. Take this and give it a look. So let's maximize this and look. And of course, connection and reconnect, launch. And let's give it a look. The view. Grab this. I forgot to initialize you. Basic enemy. And set this. Running around like a headless. You are not targetable. Don't have proper collisions. And that collision is not considered appropriate for the detection. And it feels so bizarre looking at this thing in VR. It's literally like a crazy chicken. It is a little menacing. And the rotation that it does is weirdly telegraphing. I take this off. Let's double check what kind of collision we need to add to it to make it targetable. Let's pause you. And let's... Oh, because you technically don't have an RB, I guess. Right? Is that it? Yeah, you don't have an RB. I wonder if the NavMesh agent is enough. Nope. I keep forgetting that there's no collision there. It needs a collider and a rigid body. Collider that is not a trigger. Let's put it on the visuals for now. This. You're perfect. Yes, you are. Clear. And guess let's remove it from here and add it on the visuals because that's where the thing is. Targetable. That's good. And let's give it a look-see again. Okay, now you're targetable. Reset. Okay. Cool. It's a little thick, but yep, okay. It is indeed targetable. Cool. If it's targetable, we're going to be able to deflect our balls at him. Locked. And if we... Oh, was not strong enough. On. Yep, it is going where he was, not where he is. Expected, I guess. Wait. Up. But I can double check by old trail. Nope, that is look at. I wanted to look at I had something that would show me the line render. It's this thicker. See where it's going. Okay. We're aiming. He threw. Oh, and that was really weak. Come on. Okay, I know that he's gonna try to be in front of me. I'm gonna wait here for him to. Okay, throw it. Throw it. Can I hit strong enough? Oh, it's hitting my other hand. Yes. Or is my actually broken? Sure. There's something off with it. What happened? Sorry, I smacked you on the table. Are you alright? Oh. Is it? Feels weird. I'm not sure what's up with you. You tracking? Tracking seems low. Okay. Guess it's just no see. Let's just hoping that it is all good. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Wait, hitting some collision? What was the curtain that I call green screen? It seems that it's always too weak. Why is it? Oh. That was, yeah. It is not gonna be going right at him. It's gonna go right behind him. That also looks jittery. We can deflect it. That is the easy bit. Should I make it so it flies continuously to the target, like tracks it, or should I make him wait so we can deflect it? Definitely. Or at least try it with the left hand. Because I'm not. Maybe I'm just scared of hitting my desk again. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. That's a problem for another me. But just in case, let's take this apart and see what is inside. If something fell off in it. Doesn't seem to be. All of the parts seems to be in place. Are they? Feels a little loose. Let's compare it to the left hand. I think I might have broken it. Get off. Right hand. Okay. I think they're fine. But the tracking seems to be weird. I don't know. Let's put it back together and consider it to be me feeling weird and not the controllers being completely broken. Okay. Because if it is completely broken, I am not going to be able to get another one, and I'll have to go back to development with Quest 2, which I really don't want to do. Because that thing feels uncomfortable. And you can barely spend like more than 3-4 hours in it without getting a headache. Whereas with Quest 3, you can spend like 6-7 hours before getting a headache. Okay. So let's just not worry about any of this at the moment and do something that doesn't require VR for now. Make it so there's some kind of animation with these little guys. Instead of just a sphere being floppy. So we have our basic enemy, and we had our headless grunt somewhere. Yes. Excuse me. Yeah. This fella. So let's get into his animator and do some boring stuff, like creating an animation tree. First of all, parameters. I think we can make a blend tree. Yep. Blend tree. Motion. Let's remember how to do it. I haven't set up it from the get-go in a very long time. But blend type. Pretty simple directional. We're gonna create float. Velocity X. We're gonna create float. Velocity V. Land delete. Delete. Yes, delete. This blend tree is gonna take X and parameters. Cool, motion. That motion filled 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 0, 0, 1. Minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1. I think that's how we do it. And we can set motions off. We have like a big pack of animations. We can. Does this look good? Yeah, sure, these will work. Oh, mage run. Mage run. So we can do forward, right, backward, and left. I think I put correctly. Looks really wonky, but sure. Oh, I can just do velocity exit Z. Hmm. Keep forgetting about that. I think I messed these up. Back and forth and left and right. And I also need another one of 0, 0 for it to be idle. Idle. Backwards. Yeah. Can I compute position, velocity XZ? Right? I think I can like make it do all of the boring stuff. Especially in like the newer Unity version. I'm not 100% sure though. I think I need to do what do I need to do for that? The documentation. Unity plant tree compute position. Compute position velocity because you should scale the position based on the playback speed of the motion. Like, oh, okay, so it says something here in the console. Blend tree and state blend tree and controller uses parameter blend, which does not exist. Okay. That's the one I deleted. That's my fucky wacky. Let's clear this, I guess. And next position. No? You give me a warning? And distribute the motions of blend tree, they all have same threshold value. Cannot just scale it because it has no speed. Okay. Blend tree, they all have the same threshold value. Does this? Animations are thing. What do I need to do? Else, if there doesn't get selected function. Do I need that like this for it to be able to do it? No, that was a dumb idea. I don't know who suggested it. Dumb. Oh, also, these should be the other way around. So these should be here. Oh, 0, -1, 1, 0, -1, 1. No, what? 0, 1, -1, 0. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's just save it and see how that happens. We're gonna want an animation controller anyway. So let's pretend that it doesn't matter. If we ignore the problem, it's gonna go away. That's how that works. So we can go into our script and let's create a basic animation controller. And code. Okay, so let's just do it like this for now. I'm gonna have a public string of velocity x parameter and velocity z parameter. And we're gonna have a public animator. Can we get the velocity of NavMesh agent? I'm gonna assume that you can. We're gonna take NavMesh agent. Let's actually make it public and just assign it, because I'm not sure what the hierarchy there is gonna be. And an update, we're gonna set animator. Yes. Yes. Good. That should be it. Basic enemy. We're gonna get today. Make this blend tree for you. Yes. So we can drop this in here. Let's put you to 0, 0, 0, 0. Don't worry that it's all scrunchy. Just an incorrect import, which should be fine. Animation controller. This is the animator. This is the mesh agent. And we can turn off the cube. And we can turn off this for now. Let's see what happens. Well, first of all, you are way too high, sir. Lower. Okay, and let's give this actually before that -1. Copy that value and set. I am not sure what's going on with it. So left, right, and back and forth were correct before. Because this is definitely not. Can we play with this in runtime? I think so. Oh, let's see. Let's follow you. Oh, yes. That is very weird. It is actually correct, right? Yeah, I think. It's just very weird looking. What is wrong with you? So let's try it like this. I think let's flip the, see if that is correct. Kinda. The animations are wrong because it it doesn't know when it goes. Okay, so the velocity is not local. That's first. Also, I think these... That's not how I wanted to go out. And need to be around. Yeah. That velocity is very, very wrong because it just takes the global one. Yeah, the nav mesh agent velocity. That's just so wrong. But also kind of funny. Like when it goes left, it considers it a negative speed. Instead of just taking it what it is. So yeah, that's just global velocity, and we don't want that. What do I need to do? Fix that. I need to take not the velocity of... First of all, let's look. We're just taking agent velocity, and that is not gonna work, I guess, because double check. Let's see how you're supposed to do it. Entry. Blending. Freeform. What's the difference? Best used when your motions are in different directions, such as walk forward, walk backwards, walk left, right, blah 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 blah. I'm still not sure what I'm doing wrong. So I'm like, we're taking the velocity, which is like a global variable. Right? And the velocity of it is considered to be like, this is positive, this is negative. But we don't want that. We want the velocity relative to the object itself. objects forward. I feel like I'm trying to reinvent the wheel here, and there should be a solution for that. I definitely feel like there should be something like that. You know what? First of all, we're gonna make this 1D, and we're gonna just take forward. We're just gonna take E here. And we're gonna do we're just gonna set velocity magnitude to forward or backwards. We're gonna blend speed, motion, image, at, run. Forward. And image, run. Backwards. That's it. And we're also going to add idle at 0. Can we... Oh. How do we change this? No. Threshold, idle 0, forward 1, backwards -1. Backward. Go forward, idle, and backwards. Okay. And then we're going to track angular speed to rotate it with a separate layer, I guess. So now this should be correct. And I forgot to save the offset. That's before I forget it again. Like this. E. Okay. And let's give this a try. We're not setting speed. Why? Oh. Okay, my fault. Got to set a value in the script. Okay, forwards. Rerun it. Should be correct. Like, yeah, there's no angular anything. Because we can set like angular speed, positive and negative, to make him shuffle left and right. I think that would be easier than this, because we're not controlling all directions at the same time. Yeah. All right. But before we do that, let's double check if that's the correct way to do it. There should be like some basic example that I can double check that we're doing the right thing. Let's. What would be a good idea? Nope. This person also doesn't know what they're doing. Movement. Animator. Setup. I haven't set up an animator in like a very long time.
In this video, I will be showing you how to animate a character.
Yep, that was a YouTube tutorial. Let's mute that. They also don't know what they're doing. Like, their result is even worse than mine. Yeah. Okay. Where's a good example? Let's look at Unity documentation. This is also not good. Okay. Still nothing good. Animations for directions. You know what? Let's ask the best expert there is. ChatGPT, which is extremely helpful. I'm setting an enemy in Unity using nav mesh agent. I need instructions on how to set up an animator and animator controller script for it. What would you suggest I do? Okay. I want to use land trees for movement, and I also want the character to not shuffle when it rotates, but have a proper animation for it. How do I do that? Setting up land tree. Yes. 2D freeform directional. Speed direction. Set load direction. Inverse transform direction. Proper rotation animation. Add turning animations for turning left and right. Animations to the blend tree with appropriate directions. In Blend tree, set motion fields for turning animations at their appropriate direction values to make sure the blend tree smoothly transition between walking, running, and turning. You know what? I feel like I should try to do it myself, because this just doesn't seem right. So we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna set public string station param, and in here I'm gonna do animator set, set float rotation param tangent angular speed. Okay, we did that, and I guess we need to have another blend tree, or should it be in the same one? It will, I guess it makes sense. Let's create another layer. Can 2 layers be active at the same time? Ah, sure. Wait, one. Yeah, we'll need to set up weights, which I do not want to do. So I guess this will become a 2D plant tree now. So it's going to be speed and rotation, I think. So this is speed. Oh, I don't have it as a parameter. Let's do that. Not to get confused, let's delete the A. So we have speed and rotation. No, just rotation. So forwards, this is speed. speed. Let's flip these around. 1, 0, -1. Good. Forward, backwards. And rotation can be rotate left, rotate right. Mage at road. Let's actually see how this one looks. This is just like, or this one has no turning like at all. It will just transition between these ones, right? Yeah. That is a very interesting question. What should I mean, I guess let something like turn left, turn around, turn right, yeah. Turn left, what is this? How do you look? Controllers. Let's save this and take a look at how these look in here. Oh my god, all of these are non-URP. What's your material? Show me your material. Let's quickly convert this URP before I go blind. Is default diffuse also? Yep. Okay. Yep, let's just make both of you gray. Are you like this? Did I miss something? Make sure. Let's turn off the sets. Turns. Basic motion is dummy. There's no dummy. There's an avatar for it. There's the dummy itself. Oh. That's different dummy. I think I just messed it up at some point. I was importing this. So... okay. Nope, that's the wrong one. Project. Here. And we can close. Let's go back in here. I think the controllers are still there though. So we can look at this here. Yeah. These are still here. So basic motions, animation controllers. Rotate, turn right. Oh, what is this? Turn right. Oh, it doesn't have motion. Cool. Turn right. rotate? Nope. That's all wrong. Let's go back to this one. I'm just gonna get up and try to walk around and feel what it like. How are you supposed to do it? And also take a little breather because my brain is definitely overheating. I'm gonna hit a BRB and BRB. Right, I've been walking around and I still don't understand how I walk around. So let's just find some reference that we can start. I think I even have Oprah. Let's just look at some animations. Something like let's look at where do we have a good view of the player movement animation, not player enemy movement. What game would be a good reference here? Let me look through my Steam. What do I have installed that I can launch and look at? Helldivers. Cyberpunk. Sure, Cyberpunk makes sense. Let's take a look at people walking around in Cyberpunk. And let's just hope that my computer will not overheat. Feel itself going at the time. And while that's happening, we launch it, right to add it in here, and capture Cyberpunk. Oh, it's taking off. Captures specific window, Cyberpunk, tape. That needs to bottom. Okay. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Just any random encounter. We just want to stare at people moving around. Let's find somebody walking around. You do have like some turning animations, don't you? I guess we should find like an enemy. Also, let me turn the settings down. like from 2K to Full HD. Where is it? Video. This. I think that would be. Now it feels like I'm just streaming Cyberpunk, but no, I'm doing this for science. So let's find someone. Yeah, you guys. Are you enemies? Nope, you don't seem to have a weapon. Let's find somebody with a weapon. Just to look at their movement. You look like someone who would fight. Nope. Somebody, give me a single enemy. Okay. Just, there's literally nobody. Please? I can just, I guess, randomly start shooting at people to get the police to show up, so... Yeah, okay. Show me your movement. When you turn around, how does it look? Can you not stand in the corner? Okay, you're strafing. You do have a little, like, shuffle when you turn around. So you don't always move just, like, directionally. You sometimes turn around. You, like, strafe. Okay, that's a good info, I guess. So let's. So we need forward speed and strafe speed. And like when you're turning around, that's angular speed, strafe speed, and move speed. So let's do that. And public string strafe param. So velocity magnitude, we don't want just the velocity magnitude, we want it to relation to your forward. Do we want to do inverse transform? Yes. Okay, so let's hide this. Local velocity, rotation. Almost. We don't want these two. Let's hide these not to confuse it. So speed is going to be local velocity, strafe, local velocity, yep. And instead of this, we want agent, angular speed. So let's do float angular speed. And that is going to be agent dot angular speed. No, Angular speed is maximum. Angular velocity. Desired velocity. Do we have... We want to get the Unity nav agent angular velocity. Agent angular speed is like maximum turning speed. Velocity is just velocity. But I want its rotation speed, kind of. Current angular velocity. Still not 100% sure how to get that. I guess we'll have to track it ourselves. It's like we have angular speed. Or let's ask the smart boy, the ChatGPT, how do I get the current angular velocity of the agent? It does not have angular velocity, so we need to calculate it ourselves. Great. So let's do it ourselves. Like that theme of mine, I'll do it myself. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do it ourselves. I'm gonna store previous rotation. I'm gonna do this. But we want to have a reference and not just our transform rotation. So it's going to be public transform enemy parent transform. Transform. Okay. We're going to get this from here. Actually, let's not do this because it's going to get confusing, and just in here we're going to put it on the parent itself instead of the visuals. So we're going to, instead of having all of this garbage here, we're going to copy component and paste it as new here. It all one spot. Yep. And that we can keep the animator. Okay, so we have speed and rotation. So let's go back to our scripting. Okay, and we're gonna pretend that I wrote this. Calculate angular velocity. Okay. And we can do yoink. Oh, we don't set it anywhere, but we have angular velocity here. We don't. just calculate it. And rotation parameter, we're gonna not gonna actually, let's put it in the console for a second to see if it is doing the correct thing. And after that, we're gonna set up the animator parameters, and I think that it will be fine. So let's see. Punch. Angular velocity 0. That, and it was turning. Good. Turning. Not turning. Turning. Not turning. Turning. It is always positive though. Sharing this, I forgot to show you what's happening here. So like it does measure the velocity, just doesn't consider the direction. It always measures it, so we need to add a like I want it to be negative when it's turning left, and positive when it's turning right. For that, we're gonna need to go back to the writer. So like I think it just needs to be signed angle. Like maybe so. And it should be positive or negative. Let's see. Okay, and the destination. Negative, negative, positive. Cool. That's all we want. Yeah. So now we just need to set up the animator correctly, which is going to be quite annoying. Okay, so we want speed and rotation. So let's first of all do rotation and speed. Go forward, idle, backwards, turn left, turn right. Oh, forward. This one. Forward. This is backward. This is forward. 8. This one gonna be turn right, turn left. Maybe it will look fine if I just say run forward left and forward right. Let's see how that looks. Forward, right, backward. Like it should turn around a little bit. The angular speed is higher or lower. Let's see how that looks in game. And we can play with the values. So, basic enemy, and let's set destination. Let's follow this guy. Oh, like it's turning way too fast. I guess I also want strafe velocity. Like instead of just rotation, I can just take strafe. I mean, it looks kind of fine. But I guess blending between strafe and this would be better. Let's try do that. Let's try and play with that a little bit. So we're gonna take this blend tree, and we're gonna take strafe. Maybe it will look better. Yeah, also if I like forget to switch between Writer and Unity, you can just tell me instead of just staring at a blank screen. So let's try that. This is going to be strafe, this is going to be speed. This is going to be just straight up left. It's going to be straight up right. So let's take a look at how that looks. This blend tree, strafe, strafe, and let's give you a jolt. Focus on you. It's still like when it turns, I want it to have like a little shuffle, because it does have semi-appropriate movement, but like when it turns in place, I want there to be like a separate shuffle animation kind of thing. Because like this looks fine when it's moving, and like turns around while it's moving, kind of makes sense. But when it like spins around in position, I guess we should have a separate blend tree for that, and we can make animator state transition there. Yeah, let's do that. I think we can do it in runtime. First of all, let's rename this to run. We can create new blend tree. It's gonna be idle plus rotation. Okay. And we're gonna make transition between two of them. So it's gonna transition in here when speed less than, what is it, 0.1, and transition here, speed greater than 0.1. Can we do greater or equal? Let's make the transition faster into both of them. Oh, here, this plant tree. Let's keep this here for now, but this one is gonna be... Open this plant tree. So this is gonna take a rotation one. Gonna have 3 motion fields. Motion is... Nope, not automate. So if motion is 0, motion is -1, if motion is 1. If it's 0, it's going to be mage idle. There should be some kind of turn animation in this set. Rotate. Shuffle. I mean, let's try back, no, death, dodge, enter, forward, left. I guess forward, left. Let's try that. And forward, right, maybe that will look fine. Okay. Save. Okay. Why doesn't it not transition? Let's say it doesn't have exit time, it just instantly goes in there. And this also no exit time. And let's stare at him for a while. Forward. Seems like strafing almost doesn't happen. Let's take a look at this plant tree. Yeah, it seems like strafing is not happening, even though strafe is like at 4 here. Yeah, so it's -4, but speed is also 4, so let's double check this plant tree. Okay, so these all need to way forward. How do I... I make these bigger? 2. -2. -2. 0. Two. 0. How do you look now? You're not strafing. Why are you not strafing? Why are you not strafing? So strafe. Strafe. -4. Yeah. But like, you seem to be ignoring it. There's a lot of speed. Oh. How does this pause this for thing? So left. Okay, so you are like turning your body that way. Do this animation. Like this is full right. So I guess you're technically doing the thing? Is it like just look weird? Because okay, let's lower these, I guess. Maybe that will help. Mm-mm. Still not sure what's going on. So the strafe values are there. What if we, for debug purposes, change these? What is this animation? What is left lower? Let me pause this for a second. Oh, lower body. Okay, that makes sense. Like when I want to debug you. Can I drag you, please? Guess not. Are you like this? Is it in runtime? So this looks weird because you turn your body. Do I have to have separate layers for this already? It's like forward, backwards. Yeah, let's see how that looks. I know that it looks goofy right now, but it should be better in the future. We can just at least like clearly see when it's strafing. So it is doing it. Let's just look at the legs kind of thing. Forward. Yeah, like the rotation is just weird. It doesn't really work well. We'll need some custom animations for that, I guess. Let's return these two appropriate ones. Move them where it's supposed to be. Do something. There are 4. The final speed is 4, so like 5, I guess. 0, 0, -5, -5, 0, 5, and 0, so we can see what's happened there. Goes up to 4.5. 4. Okay. Look a little more appropriate. Them doesn't even look like he's sliding that much, except for like when he turns around. When did we 0.1? Let's open the blend tree. -2, 2. I mean, it looks fine for now. We'll do some refining in the future. Better than nothing. Okay, let's take a look at how this looks in VR. Okie dokie. I'm just trying to see if there are like any. Looks fine. Better than what currently is doing. Like this. And yes, let's take you off. Yeah, he does. But let's make layer balls move like 3. They're moving right now. Double. More than double. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, where's my bet? Where's my bet? looks passable, literally. Looks passable. Works as a proof of concept. What does bother me is why the ball behavior is wonky. Curve movement speed. Let's save this and look at what happens. Thankfully, we have quite a few debug functions. So, thank you for now. Let's re-enable the ball launcher. So, let's launch this again. We're gonna see why the ball behaves so wonky. Okay. Ball behavior, debug launch. It is weird. It is going like on a weird curve. Let's make this wider. Why is it so wonky? Can we take a guess? So move along points. Something is wrong here. So I guess it just jumps between them too fast. Like there are quite a few points where this. Yeah, I think so. Let's check that theory. Let's look at our bolt thing. So debug launch. Launch. Curve points. So when we do this, can we do... Okay. Reach in curve points. We're gonna do game object dot read primitive here. Yes. Okay. So we can look at what the point actually. Okay, so launch a couple of balls and see what the points are. I'm gonna create like 100 spheres. Pause. I'm like 80% sure that that is the actual reason. That looks like a very big centipede. Actually, they're pretty equidistant, I would say. That's interesting. Let's go frame by frame, I guess. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 2, 23, 24, 25, 27. Let's try. Oh. Like it takes 2 frames for it to jump between points. Seems to be quite linear. Unlike the speed of it. But like if I increase it drastically, it like doesn't change anything. Seems like it's not affecting it. But in move along points, we use curve movement speed. Something is definitely wrong there. I'm a tad confused. What if we turn this off? Oh, it just... Oh! Because the max... It is... Like, the max distance it can move is greater the distance... Okay. I get it. How... that? We can... We, like, modify the points in a way that the distance between them is no less than the curve movement speed. I guess that makes sense. I wonder. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just do some point calling. When we populate the list, let's do some point calling. So we store them in a list. That is good. Populate spline list here. So instead of for each, we're gonna go through each and every one of them. Points current, okay, cool. Nope, that's you didn't guess correctly. So count -1. So if factor 3 dot distance between curve points you are like not correct, but some of your ideas are correct, Copilot. So if it is smaller than curve movement speed, we're gonna remove our current one, go to the next one. Yeah, okay. I think that will do it justice. It is going to become a little less smooth, but it should be fine. Okay, see if that helped. Here's our bowl, here's our bowl. And we're gonna debug launch. How many spheres are there now? 51. That is definitely moving faster. And now there's 51. Okay, but if we decrease it just a little bit and do this, there should be a little bit more. Still 51. Cool. I guess I didn't decrease it enough. What can be the reason? What can be the reason? Let's like make it super slow. 7, sure. Debug launch. Is it still gonna be? Oh, because because we're here, it is multiplied by time fixed delta time. We only need to do it this. Because the other way around, it was just deleting every other one. Yeah, yeah, I forgot this. And before I forget, wait. Stop this launch again. All hormone speed is 43 and debug launch 51. What about this one? Make it like 130. Still 51. I feel like there's flaw in my logic. Yes, definitely. One sec. That sounds reasonable. We need to properly clean up the points of just yep. Okay, we have our points. Let's do a correct thing, and I'm just gonna yoink this. So let's yoink this. Let's delete this. Yes. Admin distance. Not 0.5, it is. Forgetting what the name of this variable is. Curve movement speed, because it's a public and not private. Multiplied by time. Yeah, fixed delta time. And then we're gonna do this. Also, I want to make it so these are smaller. Okay, this, this. Okay. Reason. Okay. Let's give it a try. Pause. All. Debug. How many spheres are there? 42. Okay, let's delete them. Take this ball. Rank up the speed. So now it should be around 30 something. Okay. 23. Ooh. Okay. Okay. And let's make it a little something like 39. Debug launch. All right, that feels way better. So the default speed is going to be like, let's say 36, just because it's a 6 squared. And let's see how that feels. Hey, reconnect again. Hey. And as oh, I should have disabled the spheres because it lags it for a second. Yeah, and all of them have collisions. That's a lot of balls. They do look kind of cool. Like an analysis, what you kind of did. Looks like weird art. Looks very modern art PC, but yeah. Sure. Cool. Let's disable the primitive creation because it lags it for a few seconds. Not a second, like literally a frame or something. Yep. Disable the primitive creation. Let's take a look at that again, just so we can actually properly and maximize. Wait, ready to test? That is way too fast. Like it's struggling with checking. Yeah, that is way too fast. Let's lower that speed. Let's lower the damage back to like debuggable values. 5, 25, save. Let's give it another try. Okay. That is better. And it feels kind of impactful. I would say. And it feels like it would be able to hit like the enemy even without like extra tracking. So yeah, let's try it with the enemy. Let's bring the enemy back. And where is it? Okay, we're gonna turn you back on. Then destination. Let's see. Are you target? Yeah, target. Okay. And ooh, actually, we can like stop moving. Come back here. Never hit him. Like I haven't had him. But I can block to him. And like keep hitting these balls. I don't think it actually has like proper collision for. Yeah, this definitely should updating the tracking position, but that is a problem for another day. So I think we're gonna slowly round it down for today. And if you're still here, consider following, not to me, the progress of what's going on. And thanks everybody who joined. And Layla Codesit for dropping in with some people. Hope to see some of you folks again. And yeah, thanks for joining. And that is gonna be it for tonight. Again, follow if you want to keep an eye on this, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.